Hi, so today I want to show you a new hair topper that I've been sent from UniWigs, and it is called the upgraded Courtney hair topper. Now I wear hair toppers because of my hair loss and my very thin hair. So at the front you can see my hairline has receded, it's gone back, but also if I pull my hair forward you can see that it's incredibly thin. So from a side profile that really is as good as it gets. It's not a great look. Despite having really quite a good amount of hair in the back, this front section really suffers, and that's from a number of different conditions, as well as going through some trauma as well last year. So it's never really recovered, and now I just, on a day-to-day basis, I always wear a hair topper to help disguise this hair loss and this thin hair. So here she is. This is the upgraded Courtney topper, and this one is in the length 14 inches. Now for reference, my own bio hair is a bit shorter than that, but I'm trying to grow it. So by getting a topper that is a bit longer than my own hair, it gives me the flexibility to grow my bio hair and for this not to then become redundant. And plus I just like having long hair. It just makes me feel more feminine and just more myself. So yeah, this is the 14-inch version. So the colour of this is dusty ash brown, and you can see there are lots of similar tones in my hair as there are in this one. Now in the past I've had vanilla butter blonde, which is quite a bright blonde, and that works for me too, so I just wanted to try something slightly different this time, and I think this is really going to work because, as you can see, my own hair is actually quite dark. I think this will blend really well. Now this is a beautiful colour. It is like a very light brown base. You can see that at the root. It's a light brown base, and there's some beautiful blonde highlights running all the way through, all the way around. There's some slightly lighter pieces at the front as well, which I really like as well. I think that's quite on trend. Looks really pretty. So let's talk about the base. Now the base is a really flexible base. It's lovely and soft. It's not rigid. It will sit really comfortably on your head, and the base is 7 inches, which is from side to side, and it's 8 inches from the front to the back. Now you can see here there is a monofilament section here. Now in the past, so I believe, the Courtney topper didn't have a wider monofilament section like this. It was a lot smaller, whereas this upgraded version has a wider monofilament section. Now the beauty of this is that you can part your hair wherever you want. It can be a centre part, it can be a side part on the left or the right, or you can zigzag it, whichever way you wish, and it will look as if the hair is growing out of your scalp in this section, which is a really great feature of a hair topper. It gives you that flexibility. It's really versatile, means that you can change your look up from day to day very easily. Now at the front here there is like a polyurethane strip. Now if you wanted to add adhesive onto this, or any glue or any tape, then you could do. This is probably for those of you like me who don't have much hair or any hair in that front section, whereas if you do have hair then you wouldn't need to add any adhesive at all. Okay, around that monofilament section you've got closed wefting, which is all the way around here. Now I really love closed wefting because the hair can't escape from the top through the wefts under the cap, and that does happen if it's open wefted, so I like it to be closed wefted because it keeps that hair on the outside, nothing can creep through. There are also on this 4 pressure sensitive clips, 1, 2, 3, 4, so 2 at the back and 2 at the front. Now these are placed like this when they arrive to you, but you do have the flexibility to move these clips around if you want to. And actually I got 2 additional clips in the box, so if you want additional security, which I think I'm going to need actually, then you could add some in here, or you can just move these ones around. So these ones here are slightly far forward for me, and as I say, don't have much of hair to clip into here, so I may find that I need to move these clips slightly further around to the side. So that's the base. Let's get her on and see what she looks like on me and see how well she blends with my hair. Okay, so when I put my toppers on, what I like to make sure I do first is make sure that these pressure sensitive clips are closed. Now, when you first received it, they'll be closed anyway, but once you've worn it, you may obviously undo it, take it off and leave them open. I would recommend closing them just so that when you pop it on your head, it doesn't snag in any other hair as it's sort of moving across your head and you're placing it, because that can be quite uncomfortable. So I always line it up so that centre strip there is sort of centre with my head, and I bring it around the back and then I'll bring it over and I kind of look, I'm making sure I'm keeping hold of those clips because they're really helping me know where that centre part, that centre monofilament section is, and so I can make sure that it is central on my head. Now move it to whereabouts I want it. I'm going to open up those clips and I'm going to kind of push them into my bio hair, which there is not a lot at that point, but it's managed to get onto something. And then I'm going to open up those back ones, and again scoop that in. Now, making sure that your topper is on securely is really important. You don't want it to be moving around during the day, so take your time with this, don't rush it. If you need to reposition, then do so. If you need to make sure it's growing onto a little bit more hair, which mine wasn't, so I'm just doing it again. There we go. That feels more secure now that I've just taken the time to just reposition it a little bit more. So there she goes, there she is. Now this is her just plonked straight onto my head, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my brush and I'm just going to pull the brush through and blend it with my own hair. Now, as I say, my own hair is shorter, so although it's not blending seamlessly, I'm still blending my hair fibres with the topper hair fibres by giving it a brush through, just gently, like this. There we go. And she's on. So in terms of the colour, you can see actually it looks really similar. It's a really nice colour match on this one. It's so strange because I have a really blonde colour, vanilla butter blonde from UniWigs as well, and that works as well. My hair is such a variety of different colours that I can seem to be able to get away with both dusty ash brown and vanilla butter blonde, so which can only be seen as a benefit really. Yeah, so I'm really pleased with the colour match there, and as I say, as my own hair grows, this will blend even more seamlessly with this topper. So this topper is 100% human hair. It's made of high quality human hair, and the density on this is 130%, so it's a really lovely density actually. It just makes me feel like I've got a really nice amount of hair, but it's not too thick and not too thin. Give you a quick spin of what it looks like all the way around. Okay, so to the side, back, from this side, and then from the front. So you can see none of my own bio hair is poking out from underneath, and that's because this is a really lovely density. When my hair is quite short, it does tend to flick, and my worry is that it will always flick through the topper hair, but this isn't happening because this is a really good density, which means that that weight of it is not allowing my own bio hair to flick through. So when you first get your topper, the part will be very, very straight, as you can see through there. this looks great, but actually the thing that I like to do is to break the part up a little bit just to give it a slightly more natural appearance. I think if a part doesn't look perfect, it looks more realistic. So in terms of being able to change the parting on this, you can, as we said, because of the monofilament section that's sort of around the centre here. But if you move it with just your brush or your comb, it isn't just going to naturally sit that way. Just much like your own bio hair was, it needs a bit of work. So if you want to change it slightly, look, it just wants to ping back. But the trick here is to use some water and then dry it with a hairdryer in kind of that direction. So I'm going to break it up slightly. There you go. I've broken that part up a little bit more now, and I think that makes it look far more natural looking because it's not a perfectly straight line. If you want to, you can part in other ways. Again, look, looks like scalp through there. Or if you wanted to go onto the right side, you could part and it looks like scalp through there as well. So, which is a really lovely feature. Now, the thing I really love about this topper is that it comes with pre-cut layers. So I don't need to do anything to this in terms of cutting, because I love, this is exactly what I would do in terms of style if I had to take it to the hairdressers and have it cut myself. So you've just got these slightly shorter pieces in the front and it gradually layers down to the longer lengths, sort of here. Gets gradually longer at the front, and this is exactly the style that I enjoy wearing. So this is great because it's pre-styled, I don't need to have anything done to it, and it's exactly how I want it to be already. So I'm really pleased with that. I really love the fact that this has a root on it. I just think this makes, again, is another thing that really helps the hairpiece look really realistic and really natural. So it's great that there's a shadow root on there. Oh, the hair just feels incredible. It feels so soft, so soft, and you can really tell that this is a high quality human hair. Now, one thing I do want to do is I want to straighten this out just a little bit, just to get rid of some of the kinks. I mean, I like it as it is. It's really lovely, but I'm just going to run the straighteners through it as well, just to straighten it up even more. So to do that, I do it while it's on my head because it's really securely on my head. It's not going anywhere. And I'm just going to use a fine tooth comb or rat tail comb like this and just pull the, well, not pull, but glide the straighteners over the hair. As I say, it's human hair, so you can style it, you can curl it, you can straighten it, just as you would your own bio hair. I'm going to just twist slightly at the ends just to tuck those so you can really see those layers, curl them under slightly. There, you can see that that's just by running the straighteners and curling them slightly under at the end, it really emphasises those layers that are cut in. So you can get a really good ear tuck on this because there's nothing, you know, there's no wefting or ear tabs or anything like you might have with a full wig that will come around the whole circumference of the head. So with a topper you don't have that, so it allows a really natural feeling ear tuck. It doesn't feel bulky at all, it just feels very natural. As I mentioned earlier, I don't have any hair at the very front section of my forehead, so ordinarily I would wear a lace front topper, and that gives me the illusion of a natural hairline if I pull my hair back from my forehead in like off the face styles. Now with this one, because it doesn't have a lace front, there is just quite a harsh sort of line here, but I will just, to avoid that being seen, I will just wear this one down. I can still take sections and pull bits back if I want to. I just wouldn't take it right off the face, just to avoid showing that line from the hair topper. So just a reminder of the specs of this particular hairpiece. This is the upgraded Courtney hair topper from UniWigs. This particular one is in the shade Dusty Ash Brown, which is a beautiful light brown root with some blonde highlights running all the way through, particularly chunky ones at the front, but I would say it's quite a bronze colour. This piece is 14 inches. Now this piece comes in a variety of lengths. You can get her in a 12 inch, 14, 16, 18 or 20 inches. So there's a lot of variety of length for you to choose from. The base is 7 by 8 inches in size, and the centre section is a monofilament section, meaning that you can part it in any direction that you want within that section, and it will look like that hair is growing out of your scalp. So left part, middle part, right part, zigzag part, whatever you want, or just a messy part of the bit all over the place, and that's fine. There's closed wefting around that section, and then this secures onto your head using pressure sensitive clips. So they come, 4 of them come pre-stitched onto it. You can use those as they are, or if they're not quite placed correctly for your hair loss situation, then you can move them around. You can also add in additional clips if you want to, just for added security. The hair itself is made from high quality human hair, and this piece has a density of 130%, so it's a really lovely density, quite a nice sort of medium density, medium to thick density, for those of you who have thin hair or perhaps some hair loss issues. So if you would like to order your Courtney topper, you can get her on the UniWigs website, and if you'd like a discount on your order, you can use the discount code of Lucy15. So LUCY and then a 1 and a 5. Thanks for watching.